Hello everybody, Dragonfire here, and I'm coming at you with another one of my videos in the all-time NBA team series. Now, I actually originally recorded a version of this video. I already originally recorded a while back, my all-time Miami Heat team. However, due to some technical difficulties, it just hasn't uh, I tried to get it to upload to YouTube several times, and for whatever reason, it doesn't want to upload. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it, um, but I decided to kind of scrap that video and do a new one instead. So um, I am recording this now after the historic game where Bam Adebayo scored his 83 points. When it first happened, I was just reacting to the fact that it actually did happen, and I didn't know a lot of the details around it, but I was trying to go back and watch some of the highlights of the game. Afterwards, I found out uh, what actually happened and what transpired. And as I looked into the game more, I have to say that I agree with some of the criticisms people have said about the game, where at the end of the game it seemed like stat padding. It it seemed like they were running up the score even though they were way far ahead. Um, they were forcing the issue when it wasn't coming naturally. I'm talking mainly about the fourth quarter. I think he had a pretty good game. Um, up until that point. He could have, I think, if they'd sat him down after he got 70, um, and not pushed the issue any further just because his play had dropped off and his shooting percentage was getting really low. Um, so yeah, if they had stopped it after like 70, I don't think as many people as would have cared because there's just been a number of players, especially in the past few years, who have crossed that 70 threshold. Um, but they kept pushing it. They were going for breaking Kobe's record. Um, I've seen videos where they analyze and compare the two. And after those analytical videos that I watch, I have to say that I definitely agree with the criticisms where um, Kobe's 81 was definitely more earned than Bam's 83. Yeah, so I know the controversy behind it. He scored his last 7 points from the free throw line. I mean, they had chances to take him out after those free throws. They could, like I said, they could have done it. They could have took him out because he was starting to miss shots and it was starting to look bad when he reached 70 or 75, you know, or even when he got to 80. Um, or 81 just to tie Kobe without passing him or something. Um, yeah, at a certain point it became ridiculous. And at a certain point too, it even seemed like the other team and the referees were helping him get there. It's one thing for your teammates to feed you the ball and to help you reach a milestone. It's a completely different thing when the referees are in on it and the other team is actually helping you. I mean, obviously by that point the game was out of reach. Yeah, so I don't think it was a good thing to do, but it will stand in the record book as the second highest scoring game of all time. Of course, the highest scoring game of all time with Will Chamberlain is also another controversial matter in a number of ways, things I won't get into right now. Um, but I do think that that was under different circumstances. And remember, that's 100 points is 17 more than 83. So So I do think there were different circumstances going on with Wilt in his 100-point game. Anyway, to get to my all-time Heats team, at point guard I got Tim Hardaway. At shooting guard, Dwayne Wade. He was the Finals MVP during one of their 3 championships. Jimmy Butler led the franchise to, I think, at least 2 NBA Finals. Um, LeBron James was putting out my power forward. He was a 2-time regular season MVP and a 2-time Finals MVP while in a Heat uniform. And you got Alonzo Mourning, who's a 2-time DPOY. I'm putting him at my starting center. Off the bench, of course, we got Shaquille O'Neal, probably the second best player on the 06 championship team behind Dwayne Wade. Got Bam Adebayo, Udonis Haslem, Eddie Jones, Chris Bosh, Glenn Rice, and Hassan Whiteside coming off the bench. So there it is. There is my all-time Miami Heat team. So you can pause it and take a look for yourself if you want. But yes, this is my all-time team for the Miami Heat. Thank you for everybody for joining me. Stay tuned to this series. Have a great day. Dragonfire out.